closer to the 2024 Breeders' Cup meeting is the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, as it was 12 months ago when Elite Power took the race out. It's a far more open contest this time around, though, where currently the UK market looks something like this, with Domestic Product 7-2 at the head of the market, 5-1 Saudi Crown, Muth is 5-1, Seize the Grey, the Preakness winner, is 7-1, Skippy Longstocking at 7s, Mufasa at 9-1, 12-1, and Bigger the remainder. That's a look at the market. I think the top of the market is where we focus, though, with Domestic Product. A horse who's been so good almost for the entirety of this year, but I think is also a horse who's getting better. You go back to the Kentucky Derby, ran 13th, was beaten 22 lengths. I just don't think that was a race that really suited Domestic Product. It was probably a little bit too much too soon off the back of that Tampa Bay Derby run when looking like a very talented individual, but since the Kentucky Derby hasn't done anything wrong at all. Ran over at Monmouth Park, finished second in the Pegasus behind Tuscan Sky, has gone from strength to strength even since that day, has ran in the Grade 3 Dwyer, running to a speed figure 101, ran to a speed figure of 106 in the Alan Jerkins last time around. That was a very strong race, though, and the fact that Domestic Product managed to come out on top, I think that speaks volumes as to where he is ability-wise at the moment. You had Prince of Monaco back in second that day. Bookham Dano was very unfortunate with a bad ride not to win just the other day. He was back in third place. You would hope that things will go okay for Domestic Product in this spot. I don't mind where he's drawn either. Being a bit deeper on the track is absolutely fine for me. There should be a little bit of pace to aim at with the likes of Seize the Grey. Skippy Longstocking is a horse who can go forward. Tio Saint-Denis as well is a horse who almost managed to steal a race over at Churchill Downs on the slop earlier on in the year. The Japanese runner, Ryusu Sakai, taking the ride again. Wouldn't be a shock if he were to show a little bit of pace and to try and blitz them from the front. I do like Muth as an individual, but that run last time around was very, very concerning over at Santa Anita. Backed out of things quite tamely. Maybe it was a touch too soon after his reappearance run back in September, but he's missed the majority of this year. He's a horse that I don't think you could be with any sort of confidence at all. And Saudi Crown is he's a fascinating contender in this spot. You go back 12 months ago, he was getting ready to run in the Classic, and he didn't really figure in that. He's been up and down since that day, but he was good at Ellis Park last time around. He's going to have to be a lot better than that. But we know the ability is very much there with Saudi Crown. So it might well be the closer to the Breeders' Cup of 2024. Doesn't mean it's an easy race. Doesn't mean it's a bit of a gimme either. I don't think there's many at massive prices that I'd want to be looking at. I mean, Seize the Grey and Skippy Longstocking, I'd be disappointed if either of those two managed to win. For all that Seize the Grey did look pretty good last time around in the Pennsylvania Derby, beating Stronghold and Dragoon Guard. Again, you're going to need a lot more to be winning a race like this. But Domestic Product will very much be the play for me. Hopefully we can end the Breeders' Cup on a bit of a high as well. If you are watching this before the Breeders' Cup action, we've got 13 more videos on our YouTube page to go and take a look at. If you're watching this just before the final race, I hope you've had a profitable Breeders' Cup, and I hope we've managed to help you out as well on the Turf and Touchdowns podcast. Thank you very much to the Iron Horse Stallions and also the Iron Horse Racing team as well for sponsoring a few of our videos this year. We'll be back with you with our normal podcast in a week's time. Until then, why not subscribe down below? Leave a comment with your fancies for the Breeders' Cup. Stay safe. Look after one another. Bye.